welcome to my YouTube channel. If you've not been here before, my name is Leanne Blackburn. I am a spiritual mentor, animal Reiki master and intuitive tarot reader. In this video, I'm going to be talking to you about a book, and it's called The Miracle Morning, and it's by Hal Elrod. But before I get into that, I just need to talk to you about my morning. It's just gone ridiculous. So I actually woke up this morning, and the first thing that came to my mind was that I was going to begin my Miracle Morning again. I started it about 5 years ago, when this is another video, but when my marriage broke down, and this is where I got into my spiritual journey, my meditation, mindfulness, the Miracle Morning. That's when it all began 5 years ago. But I haven't done it since I had my son 2 years ago. That's when I stopped doing the Miracle Morning, because I was just up in the early hours anyway. So the Miracle Morning is when you get up extra early before everyone else, so you can do these things called savers, which I'll get into in a little while. So I woke up this morning and I made the decision that I was going to do my Miracle Morning. So I did all the savers. I was feeling really positive. I was in a really good mood. Everything was going great. And then it only takes one thing for everything to start going downhill. So from the moment I left the door this morning, I was taking my dog for a walk before I took my son to nursery. I left the door and I went to go back upstairs to get some baby wipes because I needed to clean my son's face. Went upstairs to open the door and I was like, shit, I don't have my key. So I was locked out. Thankfully I had Theo's lunch, so I could still take him to nursery, but I had my dog and it's quite warm out, so I've been walking her first before I go to the nursery. So now obviously I couldn't take her for the walk first, she had to come with me. So I had to ring my partner to get him to come out of work to come home and let me in, which was... So then I've had to call my partner to come out of work so he could let me in. Otherwise I would have missed out on a whole day's work and I'd be sat outside the door with my dog all morning. Anyway, so as I said, I had to take my dog to the nursery with me. On the way to the nursery, my dog's lead got caught into the buggy wheel, which took me a couple of minutes to untangle, which felt like forever. That infuriated me a little bit more. 2 minutes after that, my son's bag fell off the buggy and his juice cup opened and the juice went everywhere, so he had no juice. So I had to then leave my dog outside the shop, which I hate doing, just so I could go get him some juice and some baby wipes because his face really needed cleaning. But yeah, even after doing the Miracle Morning, it's still possible that things can go wrong, but you just have to be mindful of your thought process after that one thing goes wrong. Like, try and control your emotions. Obviously I wasn't able to do that this morning, and that's why things started going wrong. So that's manifestation. That's one thing goes wrong, you get into a negative mindset, and then you start manifesting other things that go wrong. So yeah, it's really important to, even after doing a Miracle Morning, don't expect expect everything's going to go okay. Because when you expect something, that's how you manifest things as well. But obviously, I don't know, I was just in a rush, or I don't know. Something went wrong along the way, and then I just wasn't aware of myself. That's how things started going wrong. So be mindful. When one thing goes wrong, calm yourself. Calm yourself, center yourself, and yeah, just carry on. But anyway, so let's get into the Miracle Morning. So there's no specific time that you need to do the Miracle Morning in. There's 6 things when it comes to the Miracle Morning, and that is, they're called savers, as I said. So silence, affirmations, visualizing, exercise, reading, scribbling. I'll go into each one point by point. You can either do this in 5 minutes, or you can do an hour more if you want to. It's up to you. It's up to your lifestyle. It depends how much time you've got. If you wake up late, still commit to doing it. You could just do everything you can do everything in a minute if you need to. It is possible, except for the journaling. You could probably just do one question. I'll go into that again, as I said. Journaling, you can just do one question. You could maybe do that in a few minutes. So maybe give yourself a minimum of 10 minutes to get the savers done. And also, I would say to really commit to doing it every day, because I feel like if you miss out one day, then you sort of lose track, and you're more likely to miss another day and another day. So it's really important to be consistent with it. And I think once you do it one day, you'll see how much a difference it makes in your day, and you're going to want to keep doing it anyway. But if you do, for some reason, miss a day, try not to let it unmotivate you. Okay. Try not to let it unmotivate you. I don't even know if that's a word. Silence is obviously silence. So you can spend this time sitting with a drink. I do like to have a coffee in the morning, so I'll have a coffee. I'll sit there in silence, just with my thoughts, not trying to control them or anything, just letting them flow. And then after my coffee, I will sit and, if I've got time, I'll sit and have coffee. If I don't, then I would rather just meditate. So meditation, I like to do at least 5 minutes. Ideally, you want to get to 20 minutes. If you have time to do longer, even better. If you're not someone that meditates at the minute, then you can build up to that. If you are someone that meditates, then do as long as you like. Do as long as you can. So when it comes to meditation, all you really need to do is, you don't need to sit there like this. Although I do sometimes like to sit here, like, not like that, but like with them on, you can't see my lap. So you can sit like this. I sit like this when I want to ground myself, and then I sit like this when I'm open to receive. You can also sit like this, and there are other places that you can put your hands as well, but those are like the basics. So you do whatever feels comfortable. There's no right or wrong. When you're meditating, you don't need to overthink this, okay? You can't stop yourself from thinking. You're always going to have thoughts. You can't possibly stop yourself from thinking. I think after a lot of practice, you can have no thoughts, or at least minimal. It is possible to get to that point. But in the beginning, obviously, that's not what we're trying to do. The point of this is to allow your thoughts to flow. And the more time you can meditate, the less busy your mind will be. If you can hear my dog growling, I apologise. I have been cutting out her bark because she has barked quite a few times during this video, so I've had to trim that out. So you don't need to visualise anything. Although you can implement one of the savers into your meditation, which is visualization, which is something that I do. So I will get into that when I get to the visualizing part. But you don't have to do them in the order of SAVEIS. You can do them in any order that you like. You can implement, obviously, the visualization with the meditation. As I was saying, just close your eyes, allow your thoughts to come. Don't try and stop yourself from thinking. Just accept the thoughts. And focus on your breath. You want to focus on your breathing. You want to take in, maybe breathe in for 5. Hold it. And out again for 5. Or, there's no right or wrong. You can just breathe in and out. Just focus on your breath. And that's going to help to calm your mind as well. When our mind is quiet, that's when we get to our subconscious. That's when we get connected to the universe. That's when we get connected to our spirit guides, and that's when we can download messages. But that's a whole other thing. You don't have to get to that stage with the Miracle Morning. You can just meditate for 5 minutes just to calm yourself, just to get yourself aligned for the day. The next thing is affirmations, which you can also implement into this. So the silence, affirmations, visualization, that's the first 3. You can implement that all into one thing, which you could probably do in 5 minutes. So you could spend a couple of minutes meditating, clearing your mind, and then the next minute you could start using affirmations. So I am happy, I am excited for my day, I am connected to the universal energy, I am powerful, I am strong. Affirmations like this, you can spend, as long as or as little time on this as you want. You could say a couple or whatever you want. The next step is the visualization. So you can visualize yourself as the person that you want to become. So if you're not happy with certain aspects of your life, this is where the visualization comes in. So you can start manifesting the person that you want to be. So you can start manifesting the things into your life that you want. So when you're visualizing, you don't have to see. Some people, I think they expect to see like a film in front of them of what they're visualizing. Some people do see it quite clearly. Others, it's just a thought. So you're just thinking about, with your eyes closed, you're just thinking about what you want to attract. But you're thinking about it, you're visualizing it like it's already here, like it's already happened. So let's say I want a brand new car. So currently I don't drive. I will hopefully be starting my lessons within this year and driving next year. So let's say I want to manifest this car. I will sit here and visualize myself sitting. Well, I do like to visualize like a story. So I will visualize myself going to view the car. I will visualize myself sitting in the car. Then I'll visualize myself driving the car, and I'll feel how good it feels to be in that moment. And I'll visualize it like it just happened, like it happened yesterday or something like that. You don't want to feel like it hasn't happened yet, or you don't want to visualize it like, oh, this is going to happen, or I can't wait for this to happen, or I want this to happen, because you're going to manifest it to stay in the future. So you need to visualize it as if it's already happened. So that's silence, affirmations, visualizing. The next one is exercise. So I'm not massive on exercise. Before I had Theo, my exercise would be walking my dog. That would count into my Miracle Morning, because I could do my savers and then I could leave and go straight out for the dog walk. But obviously now I have Theo, so I can't go straight out and walk the dog. I have to get him ready, so it's better that I get my savers done before he wakes up. So exercise at the minute, today is my day 1, since a long time ago, but today I literally just did some jumping jacks and some squats just to get your blood flowing, to get you ready for the day. So it can be anything from jumping jacks to going out for a run or full body workout, whatever you have time for. The next thing is reading. Just take a sip of my coffee. So reading can be anything you like. You can read a normal book, as long as it's something positive and not anything negative. So you don't want to be reading books about murder during your savers. Do you know what I mean? You want to be reading something, maybe a love story, or reading positive quotes, or reading, I don't know, anything that's positive, anything that makes you feel good. Anything that's going to relax you, not something that's going to get your heart jumping up your chest and like freaking out because, oh my God, this person's about to murder them. I was going to say mother, but just a bit morbid. But you get what I'm saying. So the next thing is scribbing, which is actually journaling. So if you want, you could I did get, a few years ago, I had a whole book just for my Miracle Morning, which it's quite motivating. A way to keep track of all of your Miracle Mornings. So I do recommend doing that. So when you're journaling, you want to find some questions, which I look online. You want to find some questions that you ask yourself, deep questions on a deep level that get you thinking about yourself and your life. And it's just things that are going to get you moving forwards onto a positive track. So today, the question that I asked, because I only really had time for one question, I didn't want to sit down and spend too much time on that because I didn't know how long I had before my son woke up. So the question that I asked myself this morning was, are you happy with the person that you have become? So sit there and ask yourself that question, really think about it. Then obviously write down, yes, why? Why are you happy with the person? I've just been coughing. I don't know if my eyes are a bit bloodshot, but that's why. So I really like it when I watch videos on YouTube and they don't cut everything out, you know, they keep some bits in that shows that they are a person, you know, they're just like me and you. It's not all, it doesn't all have to be serious on the camera, do you know what I mean? So I do like that part of the video, actually. I think it brings a bit of comedy into it. I like to think parts of this has been funny anyway. I've laughed a few times during this, to be honest, so yeah. So as I was saying, so you write yes, are you happy with the person that you have become? Yes, because, and then write what you like about who you are, you know. And then if it's a no, you're not happy with the person that you have become, again, write why are you not happy about the person that you've become, and then write down or think about who it is that you want to become, and then you can write, no, I'm not happy with the person that I've become because, and then you ask, what can I do today that's going to put me on the path to being the person that I want to become? So you want to answer that question, but you want to dive a little bit deeper into that question as well. There are so many other questions you can ask yourself. The only what I do is I search online journaling questions, and then there's tons you can answer. So just select one, or a few, or whatever you have time for. That's all the savers: silence, affirmations, visualizing, exercise, reading, and scribbing. So that's the end of this video. If you enjoyed it, please do let me know in the comments. Click the like button. Don't forget to click the bell button if you do want to know when I upload another video. And also, please share this with your friends, because this Miracle Morning, it is life-changing, honestly. You'll notice from day one when you do it, the difference it will make in your day. So please share it with anyone you can. My contact details are in the details of this video. So, you know, if you want to get in touch, do not hesitate. I'm happy to answer any questions. And also, if you would like me to do a video on any other subject, let me know and I'll be happy to do that for you as well. Thank you so much. I'll see you in the next video.